Hey, what's up YouTube fam? Brandon Weaver here once again. How are you gonna get a perfect credit score? You can get that perfect credit score. How do we do it? What is a perfect credit score? We're gonna get into that right now. Okay, so perfect credit score is considered 800 or above. All right, I know you got a whole bunch of different scoring models out there. They range from all sorts of different spots and it's wild, right? FICO 800 or more is considered perfect credit score, okay? So how do you do it? Well, 35% is your payment history, your on-time payment history, no collections, no judgments, no negative items. If you've had a late payment, it's over 4 years old, that's the highest FICO earners. And you're saying, Brandon, I wanna get these late payments up, I wanna get these derogatory items up, these collections, these charges, these judgments, all these things. Well, 609creditrepair.com, or we can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. Also, make sure to jump on thesubscribetrap.com. It's a great supplement. It sends you the dates and times of when I go live on the weekends, so you know when you can get on the live and ask the questions with me. And you also get the email support. Email me, all right? 30% is your amount of debt. Okay, so this is utilization. Highest FICO earners, people with the 800 plus, the perfect scores, considered the perfect scores, they're using less than 7% of their utilization, and they're typically using 3 revolving accounts. All right, so if you got a credit card, maybe you put your subscriptions on there. You know, you got your Hulu's, your Netflix, your Spotify, stuff like that, things that you're using potentially every single month. And you can just set it to auto pay and pay it off. I got one like that, it's working for me now. And then I use 2 other cards alternating out there, getting food, gas, things that I normally would need. Just like I pay it, just like paying like cash, pay it off the end of every month, boom, boom, boom. And stacking up those cash back, those rewards, getting a boost to my credit, right? Getting a boost to your credit. You can do this, you absolutely can, all right. So that's a big chunk, 65% right there, yeah? 35% is your payment history, 30% is the amount of debt, 15% is your credit history, all right? So this is very specific, 9 years or more for average age of accounts. So all your accounts together, 9 years or more, the average age, highest FICO earners. Now I'll tell you what, it is possible to be in the 800s, I've seen it, I've done it, right? Without having a lengthy credit history, okay? But it helps, and it's 15%. Now, the oldest accounts, highest FICO earners, people with those perfect scores, 25 years or more. Now, I'll tell you what, I didn't have that long of history. I had a decent amount of history, but not that long, and still was in the 800s. Now, you can do this. You can look to make sure to maximize your oldest accounts by disputing any derogatories within the accounts, like the late payments, right? We've seen this, and I've seen people been able to do this. People have written in, people doing with their credit cards, their bank cards. They're able to get these derogatory, nasty, unverified late payments off of there. You could be next. 609creditrepair.com. We could do the work for you. The Awesome Life Group, okay? 10% is the amount of new credit you have, okay? So recent hard inquiries, most of the highest earners haven't had a hard inquiry in 2.5 years, but that's okay. I myself had, did some inquiries and got some credit cards. Yeah, my score came down for a little bit, but it went back up, and usually I'm able to pace it out, and I'm okay, and still up in the 800s. So it's not a huge amount, 10%, right? And then of course, most highest FICO earners haven't had an inquiry in the last year, supposedly. That is still possible to get an 800 and have an inquiry in the last year, but here's the thing about hard inquiries. If you've got hard inquiries, they're holding you back, we've got dispute letters for that. 609creditrepair.com, get that beyond committed package, all right? 10% is your credit mix, so they want to see bank cards, at least 7 good solid bank cards. The rest could be store cards, but they're looking for, typically at the highest earners, I'm not telling everybody to go out right away, but 12 cards, including open-ended cards like the American Express cards, those open-ended charge cards, all right? And they're looking for installment loans, right? Mortgage, house, car notes, right? Stuff like that. So installment loans, yes, they're thinking the highest FICO earners usually have had 5 in their history. Okay, 5. You're thinking 5, that seems like a lot, but maybe not. Maybe you had a home and you moved to a new home and now you're on your second home, right? And so you've paid, that one's technically paid off, that was paid, and now you're on a second one, that's 2, and maybe you and your family member, you've had 2 cars. So that's 4 right there on your personal credit, okay? So it's not unimaginable, okay? And if you're starting this building process and you're building up and you want a good credit mix, not only can you get good store cards, you know, stuff like store cards like Jewelers Club card and New Coast Direct, or other store cards that are useful to you, or builder cards or new unsecured cards, or whatever it is you're building up. You can also do that self-lender. It's a secure loan, yeah? So maybe that, boom, 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 you got the loan, and then you got your cars later down, you got the mortgage later down, boom, you can get 4 or 5. It is possible, okay? This is very doable. You can have perfect credit. It is possible, yes, but it all starts with you. It all starts with you taking that step. Dispute these negative, nasty, erroneous items that are holding you back. Build it up like we're talking about. 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. If this video helped you out, please give it a thumbs up. Till I see you in person. I will see you on the other side. Take care.